C'est le match. Zverev. 3 manches à 2. 6-5, 4-6. 6-4, 6-7, 6-1.
Alexander Zeverv just won the French Open. But why do we care about his winning if I don't watch tennis or don't care about tennis? Stay with me, because Zverev's victory reveals formula for success that applies far beyond tennis. All of you work very hard and not getting the result you anticipated. I hope this video will answer your questions. If Zverev has been one of the best players in the world for nearly a decade, why didn't it happen sooner then? Was it the skill lacking? Was it the mental toughness? Maybe he wasn't lucky enough, or bad timing? Or was it maybe a combination of all four? I want to break this through a psychological lens, because what happened to Zverev happened to all of us in our lives. And once you understand the formula, you'll start seeing it everywhere. There's this question I keep coming back to when I study high achievers. Why do equally skilled people have such different outcomes? Have you ever thought of that? I think the honest answer has 4 parts. Skill. Obviously, skill is very important. You need, whether you're a musician, whether you're a tennis player, or whatever you do, skill is the first requirement to build. Timing plus luck plus mental readiness, that all equal to success. Not just a skill, not just hard work, all 4. And the last one is the one most people never talk about. Because here's the thing, the window can open and you can still be too broken inside to walk through it. So let's use Zverev to walk through each of those pieces I talk about. Let's start with what nobody disputes. Alexander Zeverv has elite skill. He's been in the top 5 in the world for years, and he's been one of the best on the tour. And his serve is great. He has backhand, great backhand, and a very competitive game on clay, not only on clay, but on all other surfaces. And he won the ATP finals. Obviously, he won Olympic gold medal in 2021, and he reached Grand Slam finals, obviously. So skill, not the problem. He had it all along. That's really important psychological point. We often assume if someone hasn't reached the top, they must be lacking something fundamentally. But Zverev is proof that the skill is necessary but not sufficient. You can be excellent, still not have the result to show for it yet. So the second one is timing. Timing is about when you show up relative to the competition around you. So if you use Zverev as an example, Zverev came of age during what historians probably call the greatest era in men's tennis. He had to compete with the best of the best, with Roger Federer with 20 Grand Slam, with Rafael Nadal, 22, and he was like near God on clay. And then Djokovic with 24, arguably the greatest of all time, the GOAT. And just as those 3 were fading, the new generation arrived. Alcaraz and Sinner, 2 players who looked like they could dominate the next decade. Psychologists call this cohort effect. Your success is partially shaped by who else is in your cohort. Same person can be elite in one era, completely overshadow in another. Zverev didn't have bad timing once. He had bad timing twice. First, the big 3, then the big 2. Until this year, luck. And I want to be careful, because luck doesn't mean Zverev didn't deserve this. At this French Open, obviously Alcaraz was very favored but got injured. Jannik Sinner, who is world number 1 and heavily favored to win French Open, was eliminated early. So the 2 players most likely to beat Zverev, both are gone. Psychologist Richard Wiseman spent years studying lucky and unlucky people. His conclusion: lucky people are skilled at creating, noticing, and acting on opportunity. So luck, reward, prepare people who are in position to take advantage of that. So the draw open, Zverev was there. And that's combination is rare, and he did not waste that. Now, here's the part nobody's really talking about. And as a psychology channel, this is the part I most want you to hear. Having the skill, the timing, and the lack aligned is not enough if you're not mentally ready to receive it. Think about the 2020 US Open when Zverev was 2-set against Dominic Thiem. He was minutes away from his first Grand Slam and he collapsed, lost the next 3 sets, and lost the title. So the skill was there, the opportunity was there. He didn't have to face against the big 3 or Sinner or the big 2. But something inside wasn't ready. But now think about it. Zverev has been through a lot since then. In 2022, he suffered a horrific ankle injury mid-match at Roland Garros, the same tournament he just won. And he spent months in rehabilitation, not knowing if he'd ever play at the same level again. That kind of experience either break you or it builds something in you. You develop a different relationship with competition, suffering, and patience. Psychologists talk about post-traumatic growth, the phenomena where people who survive serious adversity, they don't just recover. They develop deeper resilience, clear perspective, and greater psychological readiness for high-pressure moments. So I believe Zverev in 2026 is not the same person psychologically as Zverev in 2020. The injury, the rehabilitation, the years of near misses didn't just test him probably, they actually prepare him. So when the window finally opened at the French Open, he wasn't just a skill enough, he was ready enough, emotionally, psychologically, and mentally. And he had finally become the person who can hold a Grand Slam title. So what is his formula for a success at this highest level? So to sum it up, skill, obviously he had elite skill, timing and luck, center and outcross, eliminated, mental toughness, all the years that he went through those hardships, and that equaled success. Here's why this matters for your life, not just tennis. Most of us focus entirely on a skill. We take courses, improve, work harder. That's good. Keep doing. But timing and luck partially outside of our control. So which means your job is to stay in the game long enough for alignment to happen, just like Zverev. And mental readiness, that one is built through the hard moments, the failures, the near misses, the recovery, every time you don't quit. Remember that. You're building the psychological muscle that will allow you to hold your success when it finally arrives. So the question isn't just, am I good enough? It is, if my window opened tomorrow, am I mentally ready to walk through it? So Zverev's story is a decade of preparation, surviving serious setbacks, and growing to the person he could finally hold that moment. So that story belongs to all of us in the middle of our own long game. So drop in the comment, where are you right now? Skill building phase, waiting on timing, or working on that mental readiness? Subscribe if you want to go deeper on psychology of resilience and what it really takes to be ready when your moment comes. Just a little bit disclaimer. Obviously, I have not assessed Zverev. So all my observations is based on the public information interview. So these are more hypotheses rather than a hardcore conclusion or clinical conclusion. Thank you for listening.